Houston, one of the largest cities in the country and certainly the largest in Texas. From the highway, it may all seem like one sprawling jungle, but to throw it all in the same Bayou City bucket is to misunderstand it completely, as it isn't all just Houston, and hidden amongst the highways are destinations where Trippin Springs eternal. Spring! Well, really, Old Town Spring. I'm gonna sing it.
No,
I'm gonna sing it.
No.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take my crew down to Old Town Spring. I'm gonna ride, if you know what I mean.
Stop him. Someone stop him.
This episode was made for y'all with the help of our awesome partners. Check the caption for more info. About 20 miles north of downtown Houston, you'll find Spring, Texas. Exit the highway, cruise to Old Town, and you'll feel like you've arrived at a truly unique small town. But did you? So I was surprised to learn that Spring, Texas isn't officially a town. It's a census-designated place within the extraterritorial jurisdiction of Houston and northern Harris County. Now, I have no idea what that means, but regardless, it's a community, and it has been ever since the 1830s. I mean, Spring has seen the days of the stagecoaches, the railroads, and now the days of the day-tripping tourists. Now, let me tell you, this place, 100% Texan. You don't need a mayor and city council to tell you that Spring is a special place. The hodgepodge of old houses and small businesses will do that just fine. Man, this whole district is made up of all these historic homes and old structures. I'm sure some of them are from actual historic Spring, while others have all been brought in. But every single one of them is full of some sort of little mom and pop boutique or boot shop or coffee shop. Hey, speaking of coffee, Trilogy Brew, sitting inside a 100-year-old grocery warehouse, epitomizes what Old Town Spring is all about. It's like a county square, but without the square. Or even a county fair without the fair. Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn.
That's right. We'll hook you up, and you know why?
Why?
Because y'all be special. And we also have free samples for all of y'all, because y'all be what?
Special!
Special!
That's
We'll
right.
hook you up.
I didn't know I was getting kettle corn today. What?
He knew he was getting you.
Oh, I know. I got hook, line, and sinker. Candy shops. They got a chakra shop. Does your chakra feel out of balance? Maybe not. But you know what I could use? Yeah, I could use a bath. Connie's Bath Shack has been a staple here for almost 2 decades. Check it out. Look at all the rubber ducks. It's the Duck Tripper. See? Same hats, Duck Tripper. What is that one?
Dragon duck.
It's a Tydragic. Bred for its skills in magic. This place smells amazing. What's the most popular then? That one. This one. I'm buying it. Gently exfoliates while cleansing. I've felt unexfoliated lately, and so I need this. I'm not sure I brought enough cash to last all day.
You have a hat addiction.
Speaking of hat addictions. Now this is my kind of shop right here. Would you like to come to the world of pure imagination? Someone pour me a mint julep and take me to the Derby.
Was that British?
No, I don't know what that was. That's Kentuckian, I think, right?
Don't think so.
But if it's British you want, check out these international stores. Cheerio, old chap. Top of the morning to ya. Guten Tag. Oh, alstublieft. Pardon my Dutch, y'all. Not my strongest language. But I mean, what town has specialty shops like these? Or a doll hospital, manning the front lines of doll rescue and rehab. From new to old, this hospital has your little dolly covered. This is Dr. Mary Ann. Do they come with dismembered parts like this?
Yeah, this is actually looking pretty good.
Oh, really? Okay, so her
Because
prognosis
at least
is hopeful.
we have all of our fingers
Okay.
and our toes. The new things that we're seeing come in, most of them are not repairable.
Sure. Once they break,
one,
they go.
One and done, baby.
Okay.
We're done. So, but these kids can go on for generations.
Got it.
As long as there's a deli doctor to take care of them.
As long as there's a Dr. Marianne to rescue her. I love people with passion. Similar to my passion for food. I mentioned Old Town was like a county fair, right? Well, you can't have a proper fair without fried food. All right, guys, check it out. I got us some deep fried Oreos. All right, get ready to rock your world, baby. Oh, man. When people hear deep fried desserts, they get skeptical, but it's basically just an Oreo wrapped in a funnel cake. I mean, how can you argue with that?
That's Texas goodness right there. Wow.
As good as they may be, man cannot live on fried Oreos alone. And the best meal in Old Town happens to also be one of the best meals in Texas. Time for lunch at Corkscrew BBQ. Seems I'm not the only person who had this idea today. Corkscrew has a daily wrap around the building line. Only problem is, I'm starving, and we got a show to make. Hey, can you save the spot for me? I gotta go do an interview.
Not saving.
What? Oh gosh.
Dude, if you had this barbecue, it's amazing.
What? How'd you get to the front of the line?
I don't know.
Ah! I'll have to take my chances on the line because I want to know how Pitmaster Will Buckman does it. Dude, it is crazy out there.
Yeah, it's a madhouse, I'll tell you.
You've amassed quite a following, dude.
You know, it starts out strong every day. They're usually here 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning waiting for us to open. We offer them free coffee, water.
Okay.
So it's just a good time to hang out with whoever they're bringing with them to show off what they got in their hometown, you know?
Will and his wife Nicole started Corkscrew in a trailer as a small side hustle. But as the barbecue got better, so did their reputation, eventually landing them on Texas Monthly's coveted list of the best in Texas. So how much has that brisket changed from day one to now?
It's gone through several iterations. I mean, where we started at, I've probably burnt 100 of them, I've undercooked 100 of them, and we had to just try to bring it to the middle somewhere and find that perfect brisket for us.
Going from a backyard pit to a couple smokers capable of holding 180 briskets is quite a jump. Briskets run these pits for a solid 17 to 18 hours on the unusual red oak wood. But hey, Will knows what he's doing. Here we go. I don't know if that's the room where the magic happens or this is the room where the magic happens.
I think this is really it. People eat with their eyes first, so the first time they see this and it's plated horribly, cut with the grain, the meal's over already. They've decided that they don't like their food.
We'll trust the people in this room like family, because many of them are. What's it feel like to know that you started like just backyard cook and now you look out here and this is what you've built, man?
You know, I don't know if you can really put that into words, and the only thing you can help wonder is when is this gonna run out? For right now, I mean, I'm just gonna ride the wave, and we're so very happy and grateful for it all.
I mean, as long as there's a Texas, there's going to be Texans wanting your barbecue, so I don't think you have anything to worry about.
God bless Texas.
Yeah, amen. So you ready? Just put the order in right here?
Yeah, you'll be ready to eat as soon as you get in the back of the line, and hopefully we'll have what you need. Hopefully there'll be some food left.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Yeah.
Dang it, I was just trying to jump live, dude. Awesome, thanks, Will. Well, I tried, but eventually I'll get to try my lunch. Fork, knife, fingers, corkscrew. It doesn't matter how you get it to your mouth. This is real deal Texas barbecue right here. That's so good. I mean, this is it, the Texas Trinity. Brisket, sausage, ribs. Beautiful, moist, perfectly rendered brisket. Man. So like I want to finish the brisket, but I know that if I stuff my belly full too soon, I'm gonna run out of space. Precious, precious space. Look at that, got the big pockets of cheese right there in the middle. Big chunks of jalapeno. Oh, son. Kind of like I got 99 problems and a rib ain't one. Right now, good. Woo! I tell you, for as long as I'm alive in Trippin, Texas, I will never get tired of Texas barbecue. We now interrupt this programming to remind you to like and subscribe. Now back to the road.
Spring has sprung
Ooh!
in spring. I was waiting to use that.
Sprung into my belly. Yeah, that's right.
Good food, but there's a lot of it all over this place, man.
Barbecue was awesome.
What was the best fried sweet?
Oh, fried Oreos, my favorite, just personal.
Tough to beat.
Oreos. That sounds like frozen. Do you eat them like that normally? Do you put them in the freezer?
No.
Thin Mint. You do that with the
I do Thin Mints.
No.
No. Why?
Listen, I grew up with only frozen Thin Mints, and it wasn't until I became an adult that I had one at room temp. I was like, oh, these have flavor. They're not blocks of ice in my mouth. A Thin Mint is better at room temp, and I will fight you over that.
All right, pull over. Let's.
More than just food and shopping, Spring has history too. In fact, the town started as a small trading post along Spring Creek, the creek that still flows strong just east of Old Town. And on a hot Texas day, the sandbars of Punt Park make for a great place to get your feet wet and relax. Hey, if you're lucky, you may even encounter some wildlife out here. But today, I'm feeling especially exotic, and I got a place in mind. This is TGR Exotics Wildlife Park, a very unexpected encounter with some of nature's wildest creatures. Co-owner Gwen Scott started this park right behind her house, which now exists in her very large backyard. You're kind of like Snow White out here.
Oh my gosh, they're all crazy goats, but awesome goats they are.
Well, it's not just goats. I saw was it potbelly pigs, llamas? This is awesome. Whether it's monkeys or porcupines, bears, cats, or bear cats, TGR is a safe place for all animals, as many of these were rescued from owners who didn't realize what it truly takes to care for exotic animals. And so what's the vision of this place? Just to allow people to experience exotics?
Yeah, it's education. I mean, lots of education. We have animals here that are endangered.
Excuse me, buddy. I mean, I'll ride you.
So we do outreach, we go to schools, we do programs for a lot of animal celebrity people.
So if I ever want to make the day tripper traveling show like Jack Hanna, and I need a sloth,
yes, we do.
I'll call
Jack
y'all.
Hanna, yes.
Oh, y'all actually do?
Yes.
Okay. With urban populations growing, most folks don't have a chance to see and especially not to interact with exotic animals. And that is what TGR is all about.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to introduce you to Nick here.
What's up, Nick?
And he is your sloth encounter person today. But first, before you step in here, with your beautiful hat you have on, I recommend taking it off.
I was warned of just such a thing, that they like to steal hats. Is this true?
They do steal hats.
I should be faster than a sloth, right? Well, meet Quincy and Stella. And unlike the extremely slow three-toed sloths, these two-toed sloths move, well, still pretty slow.
There you go. You want to give that to her right there?
Yes. So they like to grab it, or they'll eat it out of my hand, huh?
Either or, they'll grab it from you, or you just put it directly in their mouth and they'll take it.
Is that a mango? Is that what
Yes,
he's going?
sir, that's a mango. So if you give them something that's not too sweet, if we were to start off with a carrot, she's going to throw it to the ground. They're
Really?
spoiled. They're a little spoiled.
Oh, you need to eat both your fruits and your vegetables. I mean, come on. And just as I was warned, there goes my hat.
He loves
There it
hats.
is.
There you go. Yes. Yeah, you might as well give it up.
Quincy, you gonna eat that thing? You're gonna be our sloth ambassador in the rainforest. That's awesome. I got my hat stolen by a sloth.
There it goes.
He already
No
dumped
more.
it. He wants John Mark sunglasses is what he wants. Wait, still. Oh, he's gonna run your camera.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, who knew sloths were such curious creatures? I'm learning a lot today. You know, every animal here is special in some way, including some animals, like the hyena, that get a bad rap. Do you have to constantly remind yourself, hey, these are wild animals, even though you get to know them so well, they may feel like pets?
Definitely. But once you step foot in here, which is her space, she's not too happy.
Whoa, oh, shake, shake. I was like, whoa. I turned my back to a hyena. That's probably a bad idea. TGR is set up to do group tours and additional private encounters. It's a choose-your-own-adventure sort of place, with animals I've never seen. Whoa!
So this is a short-beaked echidna. There are 3 different species. Now the short-beaked is found all throughout Australia and southern Papua New Guinea. If you look, you got this really awesome beak right here.
Yeah. Wow. Woo! This is not the kind of animal you want to cuddle with.
No, not at all.
What's her name?
You can name her right now if you want. What do you think she should be named?
Billy the Echidna.
That's pretty
It's gotta
good.
be Billy. Billy's a good kind of androgynous name. And with that, my work here is done. But such a cool place to visit.
So where does spring end and the woodlands begin? Because it's like, it seems like as soon as you leave the
Oh no,
that little town,
spring ends on May 22nd. That's when everything lines
I
up.
always said June 1st. June 1st summer begins.
Well, I think it's somewhere in
Spring
May.
does
Equinox.
Officially.
It's true, but what's also true is that every season must come to an end. A time to live, a time to die. I don't want to freak you out, and we're not talking about what happens on the other side, but about how those who are left behind honor those who pass on. And no better place to do that than the National Museum of Funeral History.
So the purpose of the National Museum of Funeral History is really to help people be more educated about death. It's the most inevitable event in all of our lives.
Right. Well, death and taxes, isn't it?
Well, you can cheat taxes. Can't cheat death.
That's a good point. This is Museum President Genevieve Kinney. You don't often think about it because I think most people just don't want to think about it.
And I think that's a lot of reasons why we have a hard time getting the average visitor. But I want people to understand that when they come here, they're going to be enriched. They're going to be enlightened. They're going to hopefully learn how to embrace death in a different way.
I love that. I love it. From casket making to cremation to mummification, honoring the dead is a tradition that goes back as far as mankind itself and spans the globe. And this museum has the most incredible collection on Earth of deathly artifacts.
This has to be the most photographed vehicle in our entire museum. This is all hand-carved, wood-paneled.
It's amazing. I mean, from a distance, it looks like drapery, right? And
Yes.
You get up close and go, what?
And that's what it's supposed to be. Drapery was curtain, if you will, to provide privacy and a little bit of elegance.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Some of the hearses have participated in very famous funerals. This hearse carried Princess Grace Kelly, while this one carried both Presidents Ronald Reagan and Gerald Ford. But it's not just the car you ride out in that needs style, but also the casket that carries you. You want to go out wrapped in mint money, a giant chicken, or a hot rod? Well, you got to plan ahead. You know, it used to be really common to put your dead loved ones in your living room and hold a wake for people to come and visit. And so you had to stay in your house while your loved one stayed downstairs by the fireplace. Part of me is very glad we don't do this anymore. So this whole room is mementos from famous celebrity funerals. So here's the wristband and a ticket to Michael Jackson's memorial service. We got astronauts, Western film heroes. This is incredible. There's no doubt that the world mourns any time a famous or influential person dies. Like the death of a U.S. president, many of us watched and mourned together as President George H.W. Bush's funeral train traveled from Spring to College Station. But no modern-day funeral is more elaborate or wrapped in more tradition than the passing of the Pope.
So here we are showcasing the life, the rituals and customs, the important people that are involved, and then of course the time when all of the public is able to come and have that time of mourning, that time of respect.
Pope John Paul II's funeral in 2006 is believed to have been the largest funeral in the history of the world, with an estimated 3 million people traveling to Rome. and 2 billion watching across the globe. To a certain degree, a lot of this stuff is like stuff you don't want to think about, but everybody at some point will lose a loved one and you got to walk through it. In a way, it's kind of getting these things that may make you uncomfortable kind of out in the light, and then you get to kind of learn about them and appreciate them. And like maybe it makes the things that are kind of scary and creepy a little less so. Grief is an emotion that unites us all. And as strange as it may be, maybe this museum is here to make it just a little bit easier. Well, as interesting as that was, I'm not ready to kick the bucket quite yet. I mean, there are so many mountains to climb and burgers to eat. So let's head to a place where we can do both at the same time. The Inspire Rock Gym, home of the 5-8 Cafe. With 18,000 square feet of rock climbing and bouldering, 40-foot walls, and way more than a snack bar in the corner, pumping out some of the Houston area's best burgers. Inspire was started by Paul Short in 2013, and we better go climbing before burgering. And Paul was kind enough to be my belay.
So I've got to stay in the yellow lane.
Yep.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Yep, follow the yellow brick road all the way to the top.
Very cool.
All the routes on a rock wall are assigned a number based on their difficulty. A 5-0 would be a beginner route, a 5-12, expert only. And given the name of the cafe and frankly my skill level, I'm starting on a middle of the road 5-8.
So how'd you get into rock climbing, Paul?
Man, when I was in college, I went to a wedding and I met Truett Cathy, the founder of Chick-fil-A, and he invited me to come work at his camp called Camp Windshade. And they told me that I'm going to get to go rock climbing with the guys.
That's awesome.
They're going to pay me to do this?
Over time, Paul was able to combine his love for climbing with his love for team building, and this gym was born.
Our goal is to inspire people, is breathe new life into them.
That's awesome. Woo!
Just about there.
It's a little more dicey up here than it was down there.
It's funny how heights kind of do that, huh? All right, I got you.
Coming down.
Come on down.
Woo! Woo! Oh man, that was awesome.
Good job, man. Way to go.
5-8. I guess that means I earned my burger.
You sure did.
All right. Where are your best climbs? What level are you?
Oh, where I used to be was kind of in that 11, 12 range. And as you get older, gravity gets heavier. So I don't know why that is, but it's a true fact.
Even with the slightly younger man's gravity, I'll never be on Paul's level. Rock climbing makes the perfect backdrop to teach people they're capable of so much more than they thought. And after conquering both fear and climbing, well, why not reward yourself with some epic grub?
Every other rock climb gym I've been to, it's like you may get a snack bar with some of the canned cheese, but that's about all you're gonna get.
That's right. We didn't know where the canned cheese was, so we decided we'd do everything from scratch. So we make our own buns.
Okay.
And so we do something really special with the meat to make it really moist. And so we season the meat in a top secret way. I can't tell you, all right? But
the secret is hidden at the top of the 515 route or something.
Right.
Even if you're not a climber, you can still come to eat and enjoy some epic dinner entertainment.
This is awesome. All right, it's the Farmhouse Burger. We got beef patty, pork belly, melted cheese, Spanish poached egg, all in a homemade sourdough English muffin type of bun. If I go to a place called the 5-8 Cafe and I can't even climb a 5-8, I don't deserve this burger, but I earned it. Oh, dude, man. Like the first thing that hits you is that really well-seasoned patty, and it is delicious. I've eaten a lot of burgers, and I don't think I have ever had a bun quite like this. It's like a burger McMuffin, but way better. Guaranteed to make you a better rock climber. Right? Guaranteed? Guaranteed. That's what I thought. Guaranteed.
No veggies. The veggies are still here on the side.
This is not going to get me any higher on the wall. This, however, will make me one of the greatest rock climbers sitting at this table right now. I'm definitely one of the greatest rock climbers named Chet in this entire building. So take that. It's all because of this burger.
Whether a town is hidden down a distant back road, or it's camouflaged in the cacophony of urban sprawl, you can never be sure of what adventures it holds until you dive in and start day tripping. And let's just say this one should get all of you springing into action.
So I'll see all y'all out on the road. Vaya con Dios, amigos.
Howdy, y'all. Follow along with my adventures at Chet Tripper on Instagram and at The Day Tripper TV on Facebook and YouTube. Or head to thedaytripper.com for travel guides, past episodes, and info on our mobile app and Team Day Tripper. This episode was made for y'all with the help of our awesome partners. Check the caption for more info. Howdy, y'all. Chet the Day Tripper here. Thanks so much for tripping with us. Remember, while you're here, like this video, subscribe to our channel so that we can stay out there on the road and keep on tripping. Did we miss anything in this town? Leave us a comment, let us know. We love finding out about new stops with all of your tips. And if you love Epic Texas Day Trips, remember to check our channel. We got a lot of them on there. Also, don't forget, if you want some sweet Day Tripper merch or another cool Texas-made product, come see us in Georgetown at the Day Tripper World Headquarters. You can also shop online if you check the link down there in the caption. All right, y'all. Bye con Dios, amigos.